Greetings, friends. Welcome to another episode of Auto Afflicted. I'm your host, Ali Goulet. Today, we're going on one of my favorite ultimate driving roads. We're going to crash the Audi into a guardrail, and we're going to get into all of that right now. Right, so we just pulled off the Mountain exit on the 80 East, and now we're on the road over Big Mountain Pass to East Cayon. So this is actually part of the original Mormon Pioneer Trail, and this is the way that a lot of the Mormons came into the valley, actually. So it's pretty interesting, and just an amazing road. I'm with my buddy Davey today. You may remember Davey if you've been following the channel.
What's up, guys?
He picked me up in Denver. We picked up this nice A6 C5 4.2 V8 that we're driving in right now. And I'll put the episode link in the description in case you haven't seen it. But otherwise, you know Davey, and just happy to have him here visiting in Utah.
Hell yeah.
Thought I'd take him on this epic drive. It's September, Friday morning. It's been raining. This route really has a lot of cyclists on it usually, but today it should be pretty quiet. And it also leads over to the East Cayon Reservoir, so often you'll have a lot of people dragging their boats, but hopefully we won't have too much issue with that today. A little rub from the tires. I still need to adjust the suspension a little bit. This is a road that closes during the winter months. It usually closes in November due to maintenance, because it is a pretty steep pass and it doesn't have guardrails. So we are kind of getting a nice little taste right before it closes. Should be a nice misty mountain hop. We've got some great clouds in the sky today. The leaves are popping as seasons are changing. So really couldn't be a better day for a drive, in my opinion, and especially when you're behind the wheel of a Quattro with a 6-speed manual and a V8. It's a nice naturally aspirated grunt. Got a nice reservoir off to the right. This is where the road closes up here in the winter.
Oh, wow.
The best time to get this road, in my opinion, is really either early spring or fall time. There are usually people anxious to get up here in the early spring, so sometimes it can be pretty busy. During the summer, it's just not really that great because, again, like I said, the cyclists and the boats, the road is pretty narrow, so you know, I don't prefer to terrorize. I like to get out here when it's just quiet.
Like today.
Yeah. Today is amazing. And being a cyclist myself, I've been on this road probably 100 times. I've seen every inch of this road at, you know, low cycling speeds climbing and then descending above normal car speeds. So you could say I know this road fairly well. I've also been over it, I don't know, close to 100 times on my car, because it's an ultimate driver's road, and that's why we're here. So we get past this last little stop here. You got this couple spots where people like to set off for mountain biking and hiking. We're gonna go by Affleck Park. I don't think it has anything to do with Ben, but it is up here. Now I might just shut up for a little bit, take in this engine sound in this canyon.
It's awesome.
This road is so gas.
Dope.
going off up here. You know, we don't have quite the diversity of color that you might have back east, but the color is good nonetheless. Now we're getting into the actual mountain side of it. Little rub. Definitely some spots on this mountain that can catch you out with the elevation change and the undulations in the road. So, you know, you do have to be cautious. Significant rub. Woo! Why the road's closed during the winter, just no guardrail, so came over this last year in a TT RS. That was a pleasure. I'll drop a link to that video in the description here. Man, that car ripped. This car is well balanced, but doesn't compare to that TT RS. Oh, we're getting right up here into the cloud.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah. Just molding my tires to my fender. I'm gonna have to come up a couple more threads on that suspension, it seems. Into the clouds. So awesome. This is exactly what I was hoping it would look like today. It's like, what part of the world are you in? It doesn't even look like what we would expect to see in Utah. Now we're over the peak. Morgan County. Tiptoe a little bit. Try to keep some tread on my wheels. There's really great sight lines on this road. It allows you to use a little bit more of the road than you might normally use. Drop us down into East Cayon, Morgan County, and you can take the split to go to Hennifer or to Morgan, and you can hit the 84 on the backside and go over toward Ogden if you want, or toward the 80 east-west. So there's just great loops that you can take off of this portion of road. But honestly, my favorite thing is to turn around and come right back over the top, because both sides of this canyon are epic. Time to get the glasses back on. getting used to it. This V8's got some pretty decent pull for just being about 300 horsepower. Luckily, it's got also the sport package on here, so we've got some nice big brakes. We've got the sports seats hugging. Just awesome turns.
So awesome.
Isn't this amazing?
So
and it's right outside of the valley of Salt Lake City too, which is just so great. And the sight lines. I love the sight lines because it just allows you to get a little more road. The nice thing about the early spring and really late fall on this canyon road is that you do get a little bit better sight line because of the lack of leaves. Right now we got quite an amount of leaves blocking some of our ability to see through corners. Ready to open up into the kind of the East Cayon Valley here. You can see it spread out before you. We're going to go around the reservoir. See, what time is it? 9:50. Not bad. Definitely some corners that could catch you out if you were just letting it fly. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit because this is where the East Cayon Resort is. It's great farmland out here. It's amazing the differentiation between like Salt Lake City, Park City, and then you just jump over about 5 minutes and you're just out in the middle of nowhere. And I love that. About 50 degrees today, so decent temps for the roads. Good temps for making power, keeping the engine temps down. Off to our left right here is the East Cayon Resort and the reservoir. Great place for recreation. fast section of road here. Only when it's quiet. Find yourself up here in the summer and it'll be, you know, just bumper to bumper.
It's perfect. Perfect. Wow. Hell yeah. Sick. Woo! Dude. Wow. Some Quattro pedigree.
Yeah, the Quattro's holding tight.
Sick.
This car knows how to move. What are you gonna do? Damn! But again, like I said, what are you gonna do?
Keep it going.
Just keep going.
Little kiss. That's what it was.
Hopefully it was just a little kiss, but oh man. The front of this car is all aluminum. Pay to play. Oh well. I do know where another fender is.
Even that out. This is great, dude. It's awesome.
Might have to go back to the junkyard. Getting a lot more rub on that left fender now. We definitely got pushed in. We got just a couple more corners coming up here and then we'll evaluate the damage. This is where I was with the 560. I did some driving video out here. I guess I'll go ahead and drop a link to the description of that in the description for that video as well. 560 was getting some out here.
Nice.
There you go, friends. That's about the end of the road here. We're just going to slow it down. We're going to jump out and evaluate the damage. It doesn't sound like it's too bad, but I can't imagine it's pretty. Wow, we took a full door scrape, huh?
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but we definitely took a full scrape down the side. I think our brakes are stinking. Smell that? That smells like brakes over here. It's definitely smoking a little bit though. Roadside repairs.
Ellie, you're gonna give a dad advice?
Dad advice? If you got an old car, keep a bag of tools. And might be good to have a tow hook. And I don't know. Just keep a positive attitude. Let's go. Well, that was not ideal, but I guess we'll work on it, see what happens. It was fun, and sometimes you gotta pay to play. Anyway, friends, yeah, thanks for joining me on this journey with Davey and I, and you know how it goes. Love the ones you're with. Use your signals when you're driving. Try not to use the guardrail to keep you in the road. And we'll catch you on the next one.